Hello, Joe here. I'm walking on Assateague Island National Seashore Park. It's a beautiful place. And one of the great things about Assateague Island are you got the ocean on one side, the bay on the other, sand dunes, and wild horses roaming around. Hope to see a few on this little walk. I got my sidekick Rosie, the wonder dog, and back in the camper Carol and Daisy, our African gray parrot. So let's see what we can find on Assateague Island National Seashore. Assateague Island is a barrier island, and I'm on the western shore, the bay side. As you can see, it's a beautiful marsh, very rich marshland. Good place to go crabbing, bird watching, and kayaking. And it's a happy place for Rosie, who's just enjoying rolling in the sweet grass here. Right now the horses are way out on the marsh. Many trails to get out there. And the horses not only know them, they probably make them. There are two oceanside campgrounds on Assateague Island National Seashore, Loop 1 and Loop 2. We're in Loop 1. And to get a reservation here, you got to start way in advance. 6 months is a good time to start if you're trying to get a weekend, but you got to just stick with it and get a reservation, which may surprise you that all these sites are empty. That's because everybody checked out this morning, and by 5 o'clock this afternoon, every site will be full. So just taking a look at Loop 1. Sites are paved. They're dry, meaning no electricity, no water, and no sewer. There is a dump station just down the road where you can dump your tanks and get fresh water. But you can see the beauty here. It's all sand dunes, and you might hear the ocean in the background roaring away. We'll take a look at that too. There's my motorhome over there, and we're running on batteries. We're self-contained as far as water, everything we need. But it is a wild and beautiful place. This is what you hear all night long. You open your windows or just listen through the flaps of your tent and you hear this beautiful sound. And the beach stretches for miles and miles in both directions. Looking south towards Chincoteague Island, that's where the wild horses get corralled and they swim across the bay. And now looking back at the campground loop, Oceanside Loop 1. Back around to the north. On the horizon is Ocean City, Maryland. Walking down the seashore. This is the public beach down here, just north of the campground. And after Memorial Day, they have lifeguards here, so it's a great place to come for a swim. This is the Atlantic Ocean. It's rough. There are rip tides and everything else, so it's best to be swimming when the lifeguards are on duty. Carol and I love to come here the first week in May, even though there are no lifeguards. So we're not here to swim. The great thing about the first week in May or so is it's a little cooler and a lot less bugs. You get into June here, the bugs really come up, and you got everything that bites: horseflies, mosquitoes, gnats, all kinds of biting flies, but they're not really too bad this time of the year. And there are less people altogether, so it's our favorite time. The only downside about the first week in May is still getting a lot of the April shower activity, and you can have a gray week here. We've had a mixed bag of weather this year. We've had some rain, mostly sun. It's just been a wonderful experience this year. Looking down on Loop 1, if you're coming here and tent camping, there are showers and toilets on the loop. They're not flush toilets, they're pit toilets, but they do the job. They're not that bad at all. So you could tent, motorhome, Class A, Class C, it doesn't matter, camper van. Just try to get your reservation in. It's a good deal. It's $40 a night. If you're a senior like me, it's $20 a night with the Senior National Parks Pass. Here's our setup, and as you can see, you got a nice fireplace, picnic table. There is a compartment under the picnic table where you can store food, because the horses, when they come by, will take your food, and the national park does not want that to happen. It's not good for you, it's not good for the horses. I've got a solar panel out here. I'm charging a 500 watt Jackery portable power station. And even though we have plenty of battery power and even a generator hours are limited, and I don't like to run the generator too much because it just breaks the mood out here. So we just run it a little in the morning for breakfast and for dinner. But the Jackery box is really great for us because we have a CPAP machine inside that runs on 120 volts. And a 500 watt Jackery does the trick. I'm charging it right now. And it's 78%, pulling about 56 watts off of that 100 watt solar panel. So it's a pretty handy device. It's got USB outputs, it's got DC outputs, and you can charge it either by 120 inside, or solar panel, or 12 volt from a vehicle. Pretty neat. Not a commercial here, I just find this to be pretty handy. It's Daisy, our African gray parrot, and she's coming out of what we call the birdie hut. And the birdie hut is kind of an ingenious device that Carol made so that the bird can ride in it while we're traveling down the highway. That way she doesn't have to stand on her legs for an 8-hour driving day. And she likes to rest in it even in the daytime. And she enjoys camping, as does Rosie. And they have a lot of fun.
I like 'em. Ponies.
birdie days?
I like them.
Like them? That's nice day. You like a nice birdie? And here they are coming into Oceanside Loop 2. There's a lot of nice grass here. Loop 1 is kind of sandy, so I don't know if they'll come up into our loop, but here they are. I'm about as close as I dare get, because they do bite, kick, and charge. And I got Rosie with me on a leash. A couple of young males, very playful.
They're messing with each other.
They're playing. Uh-oh.
They're gonna go up. They're making a right.
How do you like the ponies, Carol?
I love them.
They're
Very
fun.
interesting.
They're fun, aren't they?
They are.
Got some
Very
new
much.
got some new ones this year. A couple of young males,
That's right.
and they're just playing. They're very frisky.
That's
Horse
right.
horseplay, as they say.
They're right up here.
Right up here. Let's take a look. These are two young males, and they're just having fun. Morning. The horses caught us by surprise this morning. Just had time to grab my phone and stick it out the window, and then another horse came from behind and I had to shoot through the screen. So sorry about the screenshot, but here's what happened. The horses are hanging out at our site this morning, looking for mischief, I think. See the horses, Rosie? You like them? Like the horse?
Oh, where was he?
There goes another one.
He was behind us.
There's the horses. So, that was our morning wake up with the horses. It's always fun to try to grab your phone when you're in your pajamas and trying to shoot out the windows of the motorhome. So we're heading north tomorrow, and on behalf of Carol and Daisy and Rosie, thanks for being with us at Stories and Observations with Joseph Allen Hughes. See you in the next one. Take care. This has never happened to me before. Something about the grass at the dump station that the horses like. And I've never been this close to the horse. Just hope he stays focused on his food and not bumping into me.